Hello, this is Mr. Collier, and today we're going to look at conditional probability. Alright, so this is a symbol for basically conditional probability. It reads probability of A given B. So the probability of A given that B has already occurred. Okay, we say the probability of A given B equals, this is the probability of A, that's the and symbol, A and B divided by the probability of B. Now this is going to make a little bit more sense when we look at this example with the Venn diagram in a second. So we got 15 teenagers at a party, 12 liked rock music, 9 liked rap, and 2 neither. So I guess this circle here will be rock music, and this will be rap music. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is fill out this Venn diagram. We know that 2 like neither, so they're going to be outside here. That's 2. So there's going to be 13 people altogether that like one of these two types of music, right? There's going to be 13 altogether. Now if we just put in 15 and 9 the way it is, 12 and 9. 12 like rock music, 9 like rap music. Then we have 21 in total, but we need 13. So we have 8 too many, so I'm going to put 8 in here. 8 like both rock and rap. So I'm going to subtract 8 from the other two, 1 and 4. And now the numbers should work out. We have four just like rock music, 1 just likes rap, and 8 of them like both. And that does add up to 13, so I've done it correctly. Okay, so we got everything filled in. Now we're going to work at some probabilities here. Part A, probability that some random person likes rock music. Well, 4 people, actually not 4, 12 people like rock music. And there's 15 in total, so that is equal to, I can divide by 3 and get 4/5, or 80% of them like rock music. Okay? And B likes rap given that they like rock music. So I think you can even do this without the formula. So what does this mean here? Given that they like rock music. So we know that this random person likes rock music. Here are all the people that like rock music, these 12 people. So what's the probability that this person, random person, also likes rap music? Well, there's 8 people in this group that also like rap music, but there's 12 people altogether in this red circle that I've drawn here. So the probability is 8 out of 12. I can divide by 4 and get 2/3. So the probability is 2/3 that someone likes rap music, given that you already know they like rock music. Okay, so you can use the formula as well. So the probability I call this A and B, so the probability of, or actually the other way around, the probability that someone likes rap, given that they like rock, is equal to, so we look at the formula, probability of A and B. Okay, what's the probability that someone likes rock and roll music and rap music? Well, that's 8 out of 15, right? And then we're going to divide by, this is divide, and I'm going to just do it like this instead of making a fraction. So I'm going to divide by the probability of B, that's the probability of rock, right? This is A and B. So the probability of someone liking rock music in general is 12 out of 15. So you can do that on your calculator, or I can just do 8 out of 15 times, just get the reciprocal here. So it is 8/12, 8/12, which is 2/3, same thing. Okay, so in the formula you divide probability of both of them happening divided by the probability of the thing that's already happened, the given thing. And or you could just look at the situation with a Venn diagram and figure it out that way. Okay, example 2, a class of 40, 34 like bananas, 22 like pineapple, 2 dislike both. Find the probability that the student likes both fruits. Okay. Maybe we can put in a Venn diagram here. So a class of 40, we have bananas and pineapples, so we'll call it B and P. 34 like bananas, 22 like pineapples, 2 dislike both, and let's draw this box around here. Now, do those numbers add up? Should add up to 40, and they don't, right? So 2 don't like either, so that means these two numbers should add up to 38. But 34 plus 22 is 56, okay? We need them to add up to 38, so I'm just going to subtract 38, and that gives me 18. So there should be 18 in the middle. I'm going to subtract 18 from these other ones. Subtract 18 here, I get 16, and then these numbers will add up to what we wanted, which is 38. Okay? So it's just some erasing here. Alright, so I got my Venn diagram done. Now I can easily answer the questions, I believe. So number A was probably that this random person likes both fruits. Well, that's 18 out of our total, which is 40. I can divide them both by 2 and get 9/20ths, so that's the probability that someone likes both fruit. Likes pineapples if it is known he likes bananas. So let's do the Venn diagram here. Likes pineapples if it's known that he likes bananas. So we know he likes bananas. That's this circle. Alright, so we just need to look at this part. We know that he likes bananas. So how many of those people also like pineapples? 18. So 18 people like pineapples in this group of people like bananas. So and the total number of banana likers is 34. So that's the probability right there. I can divide them both by 2 and get 9 out of 17 is their probability. Okay, using the formula, so we could do probability of that this person likes pineapples given that they already like bananas is probability probability of pineapples and bananas divided by the probability that the person likes bananas. Let's see if we get the same number, 9 out of 17. So probability to like both, well that's 18 out of 40. Divided by the probability of liking bananas is 34 out of 40. Okay, and then when we do the math, okay, then we do this, 40 out of 34, and we will get the same thing. We're going to get 9 out of 17. So maybe one, yeah, that's good. Alright, so C dislikes bananas if it is known that he or she likes pineapples. So he or she likes pineapples, so we're talking about these people. Okay, now what's the probability that this person dislikes bananas? So how many of these people dislike bananas? That's actually 4. These are the people who don't like bananas. So this probability is going to be 4 out of, and the total people in this circle is 22, so that's 2 out of 11. Okay, so using the formula, probability that dislikes bananas, so the probability that they don't like bananas, given that they like pineapples, is the probability of not bananas and pineapples divided by probability of the second one, which is pineapples. Okay, so I think the Venn diagram one looks a lot easier. That method looks a lot easier actually. But let's go through this. Probability of not liking bananas and liking pineapples. That's 4. Oops. That's going to be 4, right? 4 people like bananas and don't like, like pineapples and don't like bananas. That's 4. 4 out of the total, which is 40, divided by the probability of liking pineapples is 22 out of 40. So what happens when we do the multiplication? We get this, and it's the same thing we got before. Okay, so the probability is 2/11. Now, given those two methods, I like the Venn diagram method a lot better, so I might use that here in the future. The table below shows the choices for language and gender of the 200 students choosing languages. Those 200 total students. Students chosen at random, find the probability that the student is doing French. Okay, how many students are doing French? A total of 130 are doing French. So that probability is 130 out of 200. Simplify, that's actually 13 out of 20. Alright, next, probability of being male. There are 80 males, so 80 out of 200, which is 8 out of 20, which is 4 out of 10, and keep simplifying. 2 out of 5, or 40%. Probability of being male and doing German. So the males and doing German people are right here, 40. So that's also 40 out of 200, which is 4 out of 20, which is 2 out of 10, 1/5, or 20%. Now, here we have being female given he or she does French. So that's conditional probability. Let's see if we can just figure it out with the diagram here. Being female given that she does French. So the French people are here. So we just need to forget about all the other data. These are the French, people taking French. And we need to find out the probability that that this person is female. Okay, so there's 90 females in here. And there's a total of 130 people in this group, so that's your probability. So it's 9 out of 13. Okay, next. Doing German, given that he is male. So, given that the person's male, so let me circle that. So these are all the males here. Okay, so we're finding the probability that this person's doing German. Well, 40 of them are doing German out of a total of 80. That's like a half, or 50%, right? So the probability is a half that that person speaks German. So it's a bit easier to not use the formula in some cases, I believe. Alright, from 50 people, 35 went to football, 42 later went to the movies, and 3 did neither activity. If a person is randomly selected, find the probability that they went to the football and the movies. Alright, so I guess maybe we'll make a Venn diagram. 50 people, so football. Alright, so we have football and movies. 3 did neither, so they're outside here. Alright, 35 football, 42 went to the movies. Now do these numbers add up? There should be 50 people. 3 of them are out here, so these two should add up to 47. Do they add up to 47? No. They add up to 77. So I need to do 77 minus 47 gives me 30. 30 go in here. I just put 30 in there, so I need to subtract 30 from each of these. It's 12 and 5. Do those numbers add up? 30 plus 12 is 42, plus 5 is 47, and then that's 50. So this works. Find the probability that they went to football and the movies. That's 30. 30 people went to football and the movies. 30 out of 50, which equals 3/5 or 60%. Okay. Did at least one of the activities. So at least one of the activities, that's the probability of football or movies, or the union. Okay, so that's basically all these people did at least one of those activities. That's 47 people. Alright. Went to the movies given that they went to football. So given that they went to football, I just need to look at the people who went to the football game. There's 35 of them. So what's the probability that one person in there went to the movies? There's 30 of those people went to the movies. There's 35 in total, so we can also divide those by 5 and get 6/7. Okay. Probably didn't go to the movies given that they went to football. So I've got this football group still circled. It's probably they didn't go to the movies. Well, actually, these are complementary events, right? These have to add up to give you 1, so I know the probability has to be 1/7.